Hello, my quilty friends. How is it going today? I'm getting ready to play around with some different designs on this quilt. So I thought I'd just come on here for a little bit and talk about going through the design process. So I hope you can join me. I didn't have this scheduled, just kind of a impromptu live with some chat. So let's see if we have anybody on. Oops. Hi, Courtney. I'm hanging in there. Hi, Nita. Hello, Donna. Hi, Kim. Hi, June. Hello, Life as a Mom. Hi, Jacqueline. How's everybody today? Hope you guys are doing well. Just looking to see who's coming on so I can say hello. All right, I'll set you guys right here. Can you hear me okay? The volume all right? I don't know if you're going to be able to see really good. Oh, good. Okay. Hold on. I got to get some iced tea. Good stuff. Not very much sugar, just a little teeny bit of sugar in that big glass of iced tea, so that's not too bad. Kim's doing okay. Looks like everybody's doing okay. Okay, Courtney, no problem. All right, well, I just getting ready to quilt this monster quilt. I posted this on the Facebook group. You may have seen it. It's a customer's quilt, and this one she wants custom quilted, and the other one you may have seen it too. I just did edge to edge on it. So I thought I just would come on for a few minutes and say hi and walk you through my process of how I figure out what I'm going to design and some of the tools that I use. So, oh, it's Courtney's mother's birthday? Awesome. Cool. Happy birthday. I hope it's a good birthday day. Is she in the chat? Courtney's mom? Inquiring minds would like to know. I did raise my frame up, so now it's like just hits right under the girls. And it does seem to help a little bit with my neck strain that I have developed. It's been a while since I've been quilting, and I think my neck isn't used to it, so I'm using different muscles. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Lisa. Okay. Today is a busy day of finishing projects, says Life as a Mom. All right. So, this border here is pretty much straight strips. I could go ahead and treat it as straight strips, or I could do some other design, kind of breaking that up. So you really like this quilt? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Her dad made this quilt and that other one, and he did a really nice job. I really like this one. I don't know what pattern he used, if he even had a pattern or anything, but it's pretty cool. Hi Lois, how are you doing? So I could just do some straight lines here in this first border. I might just come down like that. Of course, I would use a ruler, and so I would be a little straighter. And I would probably go ahead and stitch this whole border in, the small one. Uh-oh. Kim's took a close look at the quilt her granddaughter started, and she used just under 1/4 of an inch seams. Well, did it turn out okay? Is it going to be all right? I mean, if she was consistent in that. So I might do that, just like I said, like the straight thing here. Now, I have a pretty heavy piece of clear vinyl. I got a roll of it at a quilt store, and I cut out about the size that I wanted off of that roll, and then I put blue painter's tape around it so I know where the edges are. And I only use my erase markers on one side, so I always know that it's on the inside of this and outside, because you want to be really careful when you're doing a customer quilt. You don't want to get this on there. No, no, no. So I might do something like that. Then I have these two. Oh, and he even mitered this one corner right here. Huh, that's pretty good. But he didn't miter this one. So I probably would treat both of these borders. Here's a border, this brown one, and then this tan one before the block here. So I would probably treat those as two different borders, so two different designs. Also, when I'm thinking about what design to put in there, I might get inspiration off of the designs that are in the fabric, or from what the customer has requested, where the quilt is going to be used, who gets it first, that kind of stuff. So I know that she's going to use this quilt at their cabin here locally. And I showed her some of my designs that I have hanging on the wall, and it seemed to me that she really liked the feathers and stuff like that. So instead of doing straight lines, I could do a large feather down here. So let's see what that would look like. A lot of times I have a quilt. If I have a quilt that is custom quilted, sometimes it may take me a couple of days to figure out what I want to do, and I'll leave the quilt up here and kind of play with different designs until I get one, number one, that I can think that I can quilt. That's important. You know, don't try and do something that's above your skill level. You don't want to do that, because then, you know, uh, you'll get really frustrated and you won't have any fun. You want to have fun doing this. So maybe a feather. So I'm just going to put a pretend feather seam in there. Hi, Nancy. Okay, so I might do feathers here. My plastic is really lumpy. Also, when I do feathers, when I get to this is the top of the hump here. Here's the top of the hump. Here's another top of the hump. So, as I'm going along, where the hump goes down is not such a big deal, but when you get to this top one, you do just a small feather right there, kind of hitting your pretend line, and then come back out with another feather and roll it back behind the small one. And here I'm getting to the top of the hump again. And that kind of makes it look like the feather is swirling, so that they're not all the same size. And that particular feather that I'm doing right there is called a longarm feather. And then there's also what you call a humpback feather. So we could do that one too. Let's see what that would look like. So I just start. So here's my, of course you wouldn't put these fake lines on there with a marking pen, you know. This is just for practice. Hi, Ellen. Hello, Karen Matthews. Hope everybody's doing well today. Okay. Start on the top one. Another line. I kind of feel like a nap today. I think it's my allergies. So it would probably look good having the feathers there instead of just doing straight lines. Wish I could play music. I was listening to ZZ Top yesterday. You guys are kind of quiet in the chat. So that's another thing I could do in there. I gotta open this door a little bit. Get a little bit of fresh air. Hi, Patty. We had severe storms about 1:30 this morning till after 3. Loud thunder that shook the building. Ugh, lightning and tornadoes bouncing around. I didn't sleep much. Oh my goodness, I wouldn't either. Hi, Amy. Had a 3-hour nap. Migraines? Uh-oh. Sorry to hear that. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, my allergies really make me sleepy. Does anybody else have that problem? Because it really bothers my eyes. Then I don't have to do just regular feather ones. I could do like a leaf feather type deal. So, and that would kind of look like could put different leaves in there. That might be kind of look good too. Now usually when I do leaves, I do one side, both sides kind of at the same time. And with my leaves, I kind of put a stem in there. So that's kind of a leafy feather. Can you guys see it at all? Kim's allergies drive her nuts too. I don't know. I think you're getting kind of a glare. Can you see it at all? Anybody? Hi, Shirley. She designs her quilt designs like this too. Hi, Kathleen. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Okay. So that's another thing you could put in there is leaves. Kind of, like I said, I kind of try to go off of what's in the fabric design already. I also base my opinion off what the customer said or what she pointed at that she liked. All right, so let's say I go with that. So I kind of like that leafy look. So I might do that because I'm planning the feathers in other spots too. So we don't want to get maybe too many feathers, right? All right. So then here, maybe I do a small viney feather. Or not feather, but leaves. Just like a real simple leaf. Not too busy. A lot of space in between, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And then maybe down here in the next one, I might think about doing something else. Maybe big swirls with leaves or feathers. So you do a swirl, feather, 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 swirl, feather, 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 swirl. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? No, I can hear it. Patty, we're still working on the time for that. I think it's going to be the 19th. And did you go post in the Facebook group that you have the pattern already. So hold on a second. Yeah, so we're going to do that on the 19th, the sew together bag with Becca. The 19th on this month, which happens to be Father's Day, I think. But you'll always have the replay. Okay, I really didn't like that. So, what are your thoughts about this cream colored border right before the blocks? What would you put in there? Hello, Colleen. Sorry, I'm having a hot flash. I got to get my hair off my neck. Hi, Dawn. Your pattern arrived today? Awesome. Cool. Nobody has any comments. All right. Let's see. I'm looking up here on my design wall. It's kind of a ceiling wall. And kind of looking around for something I could use right here. Um, Give me a little bit of idea. Yeah, I could do like a flower. That might be kind of cute. Like a little pansy flower. Then I have more designs over here on this side. Or I could do like ribbon candy or that other one that is similar to the ribbon candy. I can't remember what it's called now. Hi Beth, how are you doing? Or some loops and hearts with loops with hearts. Okay, Colleen, thank you. I got a leaf design in the brown spot. Ribbon candy or maybe the loopy vine. We got to all say prayers for Beth and her family. They are not feeling good. Everybody's under the weather, so prayers go out to them. Yes, I have, Dawn. A couple of them, and I have her books. But a lot of her patterns are more modern, I think. Um, and I think this gal wants like feathers and leaves and stuff like that. Yeah, I hope you guys heal up quick. Okay, what was a, let me see what a flower would look like. If I, and how I would get from one to the other. Oops. That might be all right. Kind of like a little pansy flower. Yeah, I kind of like that. So I have big leaves that kind of flow like a big feather up there. Then I have small feather, or leaves, I mean, in the brown here that have a little bit of space. And then I have this flower that kind of looks like a pansy in the next one. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? You like the flower? Melissa likes it. Thank you. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Beth. Do you guys have a fever with that, Beth? Okay, so then since I've decided what I'm going to do, a lot of times I just take this whole plastic and set it aside over, on a table, and then I can refer to it. Or I could get a piece of paper and draw this out, so I remember, right? And sometimes, if the quilt is real big like this, I'll just do one whole side and then I'll switch to doing the blocks, but I won't do the sides going down. Once I finish all the way down, then I'll take the quilt off, flip it around, put this up on the top, and then do my leafy pattern again. Sometimes I do that because you don't have nearly as much room traveling down the quilt as you do across the quilt. You understand what I mean? Oh, that's good. Glad to hear that, Beth. I'm just doing the figuring out the design right now, Beth. I don't know if I'm actually going to do any quilting because the camera's right there and you guys would be in my way. um, but if I do that, flip the whole quilt, I will base these borders down. You will want to do that. That way it'll stabilize it. So you're not just basting this one edge, but you're basting at least one of the borders. So I might base this whole piece on this brown one as I go down. So that's going to take a little bit more time too, but it'll be worth it in the long run because it'll help stabilize everything. I don't know what's really easier, actually, just going ahead and going down. And then, you have a lot of stops and starts, or waiting until the end and turning the whole quilt. I think if you used those little clips or your zipper deal, it'd probably be pretty fast, but I pin this on, and so it's a little slower. Okay. Thank you, Kim. And then she retracted it. Um, I just went into the quilt store, Kathleen, and asked the lady there if she had any vinyl, clear plastic vinyl. And she said, yep, she had rolls of it. I don't have the manufactured name of it at all. I have no clue. I didn't keep any of that, so that's where I got it. But you could also use a clear plastic shower curtain and cut it up the size that you want. Um, I cut this one at this size, and then I put the blue painter's tape around the whole edges so I know where my edge is. I also have another piece of this that I cut off uh, probably about 14. So it would go over a block if I just wanted to do the one block. I didn't have to get this whole big piece out. And some people have it, go all the way down, but I hope that answered your question. Shirley said, I have to confess I use in the hoop edge to edge on my sewing machine. I suck at free motion. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Yep, Nancy, you're welcome. Everybody's welcome to hang out. Just be nice in the chat. That's all I ask. Yes, stops and starts are very time consuming. They sure are. I like to have a path, so like I would do this leafy feather all the way down. Then I'm going to have to break thread down there because I don't want to come back this way with my other leafy design. So I'm going to have at least 3 stops and starts just with the 3 different borders. And all of that takes time. Yeah, it's just vinyl. Yep. Easy peasy. Yeah, I'm using a Marks a Lot dry erase marker. And then I'm just using scrap piece of batting, cotton batting. When it gets all yucky, I throw it away. I don't have an eraser. Well, if I was to make my own panto, I would probably use paper and I wouldn't use like wrapping paper, just regular paper, and then I would tape it and draw out my design on that, and then it would go on the other side, this black side, and then you have a laser or some sort of pointing device. You could watch Tiffany has some videos where she was doing it on her machine. I wouldn't do it, but you also can buy some. I do have some of those rolled up, but I've never used them. Somebody gave them to me. Hi, Melina. How are you? Thank you, Kim. Yeah, I just popped on. I didn't schedule it. Sorry. I just thought, well, I've had a few people ask me questions, and I thought, well, I'll just come on and walk through it. Okay. So we kind of have an idea of what we're going to do there. So I'll just clean that off, and then I'm going to roll this forward. And, and I could change my mind too, which has been known to happen. I'm very unpredictable. You just never know with me. I could see something in a magazine and go, ooh, that would look awesome. So, yeah, sometimes I get my inspiration from magazines or there's some different quilting groups I belong to on Facebook. So I get some inspirations from that. I'm just using a small piece of cotton batting, Melissa. Hi, Lori. How are you doing? Okay, Kathleen. Is it up above? Yep, you can always watch the replay. That's for sure. Okay, so the question is, what if you made the feathers come out of the bricks, the beige part, like they're exploding or something? Like this beige part up here, these little beige parts, or this way? Bye, Beth. Sorry I missed you going out. Um, the cloth is dry. I'm using Marks a Lot Dry Erase. Teresa, do you ever see with metallic thread, or that's got to be sew? And do you ever use monofilament? No and no. Nope, I have never used metallic thread, nor have I used monofilament. So I can't help you there. Okay. Thank you for the questions. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to roll this up, roll the quilt forward a little bit so I can work on the block. That's far enough. There's that. Good thing my head's attached. Hello, Marie. How are you doing? Ellen has a birthday raffle going on. She just wanted to let all of us know about it. Thank you, Ellen. They are pretty blocks. He did a really good job on this. I'm doing okay. Kind of tired, but I'm hanging in there. Okay, so she really liked some of my designs up there, which had feathers in them. So you can see that block fairly well. Okay, I'll do it in this one. So I would start right here, go around like that. I need another piece. I need another eraser. Hold on. Okay, start again. So go around in a circle. I'm still right here. This is going to go up and down there. And then I'm going to start my feathers around the circle. Like so. Can you guys see that? No, I don't think they have, Melissa. That looks good. Yes, you like that? I already love that one. And then in the middle, I want to try to avoid this center because there's a lot of fabric right there in that center. And so I don't want to get too close to that center, but I could just leave that empty, not put anything in there, or I could put some more feathers in there, or I could put a flower in there, like just to the there, like that, kind of like a cross. Or I could put a swirl, yeah. And I could do the centers in each one of these different. Like I could put a cross over here, put a swirl in this one. The centers don't have to all be the same. Well, hello there, Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. I don't sing it as well as you do, Laura Lynn. Okay, Shirley. Thank you, Melissa. So that's one idea there. Or you could do something in each block. No, but I don't think that would look as good. And that's a lot of work. So, hi Dee. Okay, everybody's just saying hello to each other. So, let's see, what else could I do in a circle? Still looking at my patterns up there. since I'm doing the flowers up here, I could do a flower here. Out. And then I would still have my circle. All right, I gotta start that over again. So I would still have my circle here. But over on this side, I would put a flower. Comes right there, and then I could do leaves. Because I got the big leaf up there and other leaves, so instead of doing feathers, just do the leaves. And you can add in swirls. There, I kind of like that. That's kind of cute with the flower right there on the edge. And then what would I do in the middle? Or I could come in with some swirls and more feather or leaf type things coming in the middle. And when I say feathers, I mean kind of like ribbon. Well, I kind of like that. Yeah, I think I kind of like that because I have that same, I'm kind of repeating the design I had up in the top border. And then I'm doing flowers here in this one border, so I'm repeating that. So you see there's kind of it's good to repeat different things that you quilt all over. So I think somebody's here. Hold on a second.
I think so.
Hi. I'm live right now.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's okay.
Shut up, Willa.
We'll
Sorry.
talk later. Okay.
Sorry about that. So I think I have company. I guess I'm going to have to go. You like that? Let me hold on in just a second. Let me see if they're leaving, okay? Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to have to go. I have company downstairs unexpectedly. So I'll come back on later sometime and let you know what I decided. But I think I really like this idea right here. And so far, everything that I've gotten in there. So once I get started later on today, I'll come back on, okay? So I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next